Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tag. I'm actually going to be doing the highlight tag with Sally Jo. If you don't follow her, Sally Jo is incredibly nice. She's super sweet, she's beautiful, and she lives in New Zealand. So we thought it would be fun to do a makeup tag together because we basically live at the opposite places on the planet, and we kind of modified a little bit the blush tag that was going around. We made the question work for highlighters, which highlighters are all the rage right now. So yeah, if you don't follow her already, I will be linking your video in her channel down below, so don't forget to go watch hers after mine. First question is best packaging. I would have to go with the Lip Balm Mirror Luminizer, but unfortunately mine disappeared and I just reordered, so I don't have it with me right now. But I chose a second best. I went with the NYX Strobe of Genius highlighting palette because there's so many beautiful colors, and because you can see it through the packaging, I think that makes it a great packaging. I don't know. It's a pretty new product, but I love all the different colors. All the highlighters are extremely pigmented. They're beautiful. They're so much fun. They're really smooth actually, and even like the purple, so cool. So yeah, beautiful colors in there for sure. So this one basically has a great packaging because of the colors inside. So that would be second best packaging. The first one would have to be the Balm Mirror Luminizer because the little girl on it, I'll include a picture, she's adorable. Second question is the best natural looking, best everyday highlighter. This one is my baby. This is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Bake Powder Highlight in 01. This is everything. This is what I'm wearing today, but keep in mind I do have bright lights in my face, so it does make it shine even more. But this is the type of highlighter that when you wear this on your cheeks in everyday life, people will just see you glow and wonder what's going on with you. You look amazing. People that do know makeup will be like, girl, what's your highlighter? Because I need it in my life. This is probably the one I would recommend to absolutely anyone. Totally worth every cent. When you swatch it like this, it looks matte, but it just gives you the perfect amount of glow on your skin. Let's tell. I put it right there. It's so hard to show, but like I said, that's the one I'm wearing on my cheeks right now, and it's just the perfect highlighter ever. I would wear this, actually I did wear this every single day as soon as I bought it, and I had to hide it because I would not even touch anything else because this was the perfect one. Basically, if I could only have one highlighter, it would be this one. Best going out, best intense highlighter. I think it won't be a surprise, but Becca highlighters are so intense. They basically are like a frost finish. So let me show you this. This is the lightest one they have. This one is the color Pearl. I also adore Moonstone, and I need to get my hands on Opal right now for the summer. I feel like I'm gonna be a little bit more tan and it should work on my skin tone. But during the middle of the winter, if you feel like every highlighter is way too dark, way too gold on you, you have to get this one. This is no joke, like very intense, but it's beautiful. It does blend out nicely, but a very frosty finish. So if you love very intense highlighters or you want something to go out, this is a fantastic option. Any of the Becca highlighters are just very intense. Question number 4, the highlighter I regret buying. This one is kind of a funny one. I don't even know if they still sell this, but you need to see this. This is the Stila Illuminating Finishing Powder in Rose Gold. It's a beautiful highlighter, as you can see. This is probably the oldest one I own too. But look at this. I'm not sure if they're going to do it because it doesn't always do it, but yes, you can see it. What is this? Why is it yellow on my finger? I don't want yellow on my face. So yeah, I don't know why it reacts sometimes to my skin. It turns yellow, and I do love to apply highlighter with my fingers quite often. So I realized at one point that I was applying it quickly in the morning and my face was like really yellow. I had to wash my face and redo it. So yeah, I totally regret buying this because I don't know what's going on with it, but it's just not working for me. It's technically going out of my collection because I just decluttered it, but I needed to include it in this video because what is this? If anyone has tried this highlighter and you've had the same issue, let me know because I'm really confused. I'm assuming it's just reacting to my skin or something, but that's weird. So totally regret buying that one. Question 5, favorite brand / the one I own the most of. The one I own the most of would probably be MAC the Beauty Powders, which most of the colors are highlighters, even though this one kind of looks like a blush, let's be honest. I have quite a bit of their beautiful beauty powders. If you have more fair light skin and you're looking for really light blushes or something with a little bit of a shine, they have amazing colors. Fortunately, most of them are limited edition, so I will include something that is also permanent, but just to show you quickly. The pink one is Pearl Blossom and the peachy one is Pearl Sunshine. So if I can still find them, I'll link them down below, but they often come out with some of these in a limited edition collection, and I tend to always grab them because I feel like they're so easy to put on. Like they give you like blush highlight all in one. So I gravitate towards these quite often, especially during the winter when I'm a little bit more fair. So love these. A permanent option for this question, even though it's not necessarily my favorite brand, it's just the one that I accumulated the most of slash the one that offered the most, because for example, this one just has that one color that works for me, so I can't buy more even though I would. So the one that I own the most of is Anastasia Beverly Hills because she keeps coming out with amazing highlighters. So this one was Starlight, and they also add Peach Nectar, which I basically use mostly as a blush because on me it's a bit too dark. So I've accumulated quite a bit, and just recently got my hands on Glow Kit because everybody's been saying that these are amazing, and I legit just got this. Why do I have a falsie on it? This one is that glow palette. As you can see, I haven't even touched this yet, but I already know I'm going to be loving this because this is beautiful. It's actually way bigger than I thought it would be. So yeah, the quality is there. They're beautiful, super shiny. So again, not necessarily my favorite brand, but the one that I own the most because I owned this palette now and then the 4 other one that she came out with earlier this year. Most used, going back to Laura Mercier, because this thing, I wore it every single day when I got it and I couldn't stop. And there's still a lot of product in there. Like you can see that there's still a bit more flat on top of it, but I still have a lot of product in there, which is perfect because I adore it. This is just the most beautiful highlighter ever. Anyway, I need to stop raving about this. Even though it's one of the ones that are more recent in my collection, although to be honest, I feel like a lot of highlighters are pretty recent in my collection because we've all been going crazy for them. This has been one of the colors I've worn the most ever since I got this. Basically for a long time it was every day on my cheeks, and like I said, it's the one I decided to wear today for this video, so it says it all. The only complaint I can think of is that they only have 4 colors, and the difference in color between the number 1 and number 2 is huge. So I can't pull off number 2, so I can only use this one, but I'm really satisfied with it. If you haven't tried our highlighters, this is amazing. If you don't like sparkly, frosty highlighters, you want something that is legit a glow, this is the one for you. Least use, technically it's because I recently got it, although I could have mentioned the Anastasia one that is still new, but I used it like once, so I guess it's better than nothing, but it's the Hard Candy Glow All The Way Tiki Bronzer, which basically a highlighter. I've only used it once because I got it during the month, so I haven't been able to put it on my cheeks. This is probably the closest thing I could think of from Drugstore to the Laura Mercier one. This one is a bit more golden, as you can see. Actually, let me compare the colors. It's a bit more powdery too. But it's the same type of idea. It's a glow. There's no particle of glitter in there. It's a little bit shimmery, but not that intense. It's very natural on the cheeks. So if you're in a budget, I totally recommend buying this. I looked at this for like 5 years before finally deciding to get it, and I'm really happy with it. I feel like for the summer, it's going to be more my colors than this one would be. So it's perfect. So yeah, least used because it's recent, not because it's not good. It's actually very good. Most expensive. I had to go online and look because I wasn't sure. Some of the ones I thought were more expensive than that, and that's when I was surprised. The most expensive one would be the Anastasia one, but since it's a glow kit, like there's 4 colors, I decided to go with the other one, which apparently was Laura Mercier again. I looked online and this baby is $48 Canadian, which that explains why it took me so long to get it. But like I said, if there's only one I could get in here, it would be this one. So totally worth the money in my opinion, but I completely understand if you're more on a budget. Least expensive, I have a couple that I really want to mention because they're great, but I couldn't necessarily put them in the other questions. So number 1 would have to be e.l.f. Bake Blush in Pinktastic. I feel like I rave about this all the time, but it's amazing. It's $3, you can't go wrong with it. That would also be one of the ones that I use a lot. Again, would probably be an option. This is the one down below. It's probably another option if you can't get your hands on the Laura Mercier one. I think it's a great color. I wear it a ton. I like the color is really great. It's like a champagne with a hint of pink. It's not too pink tone. It's not too yellow. So if you have pretty light skin, you need to get this. Fantastic color. I totally recommend this one. Another one I wanted to mention is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This one is the lightest one they had. Which color is that? Reserve Your Cabana, which this is a really, really huge highlighter, but it's beautiful once again. This one reminds me more, it's not an exact dupe, but it reminds me more of the Hourglass powders because it's a powder with some shine to it, some glow to it. I still consider it a highlighter. It's the one right here. I still personally consider it a highlighter, a very natural one, but I do mostly use it on the top of my cheekbones because it can be a little bit powdery looking. But if you are looking for this type of like glowy powder for all over the face or even on the cheekbones, and then you just set it with some water, some spray after, you will love this. And it's very, very affordable. Last affordable but yet amazing highlighter would have to be this LA Girl Velvet Highlight Contour Stick. This one is in the color Luminous, which is my favorite. You can actually see that I've used it quite a bit. Again, it's the bottom one. I'm usually not a big fan of cream products, but this one is very easy to use. I just take it on my finger and then just tap it on my cheekbones and it kind of works. It doesn't seem to move my powder or foundation or anything. So I've been using this quite a bit actually. And if you can find them, this is my favorite. There's 3 different colors, but this one is my favorite because it's more of a shimmery-ish one, but it still looks very, very natural. So I adore it. Totally recommend this one. Last but not least, I want to tag all of you to this video. I will be putting down below some names of people that I do tag specifically, but feel free to do a video on this or even leave in the comments if you don't want to do a video. Just let me know, answer those questions because it's always fun to learn about good or not so good products. Again, don't forget to go and check out Sally Jo's video and channel. Don't forget to subscribe to her and me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!